Dayn, everybody processes grief differently. Some want to just kind of put it behind them. Others really want to make sure that their loved one is remembered. And I noticed right off the bat that you're wearing a sweatshirt there, which tells me how you feel about this. Tell us what's on your sweatshirt.
It's always remembered, never forgotten. It's a design that we came up with at about year 3 after the slide. And it marks the remembrance that we observe every year on March 22nd, where we pay tribute to the 43 victims that were lost in the oso-landslide.
Let's see the back of that sweatshirt too, because that really stands out as well. And of course, your sister was one of the 43 lost that day. People can hear maybe the trucks going by on the highway right out here.
Yes.
And she was just going to see her horses, a huge horse lover, yes. Just happened to be driving by at the time. So how did that play into the memorial here that's built in her honor?
Well, that was her mantra. Her theme in life was she was a very hard worker, and she was a farrier by trade, and so she was actually headed about 7 miles on the other side of here to shoe one of her horses, and she never made it to her destination. She got caught up in the slide that day in the worst possible area, worst catastrophic area of the slide, where it actually took out part of the paved road, and it entombed her in her car, and we didn't know it for a few days.
Yeah. Let's talk about the memorial then and how that honors her love, and show our viewers here exactly how it was designed and why you designed it that way.
Well, we have a saying here that is what me and my family came up with, especially my mom. That's her best friend, and we wanted to make sure that this entails or summarizes Summer's life. But more importantly, we have her kneeling down on the ground and kissing the muzzle of one of her horses that she actually trained from birth, and walked over to her and then kissed her back. And so that was what was perfect to symbolize on her panel, because that was her, and that's what we wanted everyone to see and everyone to know, besides what was written. And it was just a perfect theme to wrap up her life.
You can't see it now, but when the sun shines just right, it reflects here on the ground. It's one of the first things that I walked up. What's your impression about this memorial and what people will see when they come here?
We want everyone that comes here to know that there's a story and a livelihood and a tradition that carries on with each of the 43 victims. And that was the case with Summer, but I also fought for this for the other 42 victims and the 11 survivors. I wanted the world to know their legacies and to know what they stood for, other than a tree or just a pile of dirt. We wanted their stories to be told, and that's what we did, and that's what we made happen.
It is beautifully done. I've asked so many people if they feel like it was 10 years ago. Do you feel like this was 10 years ago?
No, David. It feels like it was yesterday. It's I just go through this in my mind over and over again. That first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day. Fifth day was when I pulled her out of her car, and it literally feels like yesterday. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think of this event, and not a day that goes by that I don't think of my sister.
Dayn, we're honored to be able to talk to you about this, and we hope many people come and see it and celebrate her life and also reflect on what was lost here. Thank you.
Yes, awesome. Thank you.